Well, hello everybody. This is me, Stangerbrook, again here in Puerto Vallarta. We're doing this video fishing report a little at night now. I've been pretty busy and I've been having a hard time kind of catching up with all this stuff, so forgive me. And the same with the newsletter. Right now we're seeing some interesting things. Last week we saw water temperatures drop and they're continuing to drop here. Most of this week we've had what we call clean green water. Clean green is when it's not dirty, but it is cold. It's much colder. It's much colder than what we would expect right now at this time of year. We're looking at water temperatures between 78 and 79 degrees. And if you're out by Corbetena, if you're running into blue water, it's going to be a little bit warmer, but not much warmer. The clean green is not something that the local fish like. They get in it, they'll live in it, they'll take bait in it, but they get out of it as fast as they can. So, you know, the trick right now is to find blue water. Now, when I wrote the fishing article earlier in the week, it was kind of dismal, but right now, we had a boat out yesterday, we went out for 8 hours. It was an 8-hour trip on the other side of El Morro and the Marietta Islands. Caught a couple sailfish, got a Dorado. We're starting to see some snapper out that way now, and amberjack. So we're kind of in a transition period right now. But let's back up and get back to the beginning. Right now, Corbetena, we're seeing mostly blue water out there. At the beginning of the week, we weren't seeing that, but right now, Corbetena, we're seeing mostly blue water. The water temperatures are about 81 degrees, which is just about as warm as it's going to be anywhere out there. And sailfish are there, Dorado are there, Yellowfin Tuna are still there. The tuna are starting to drop in numbers because the water temperature is dropping naturally. But we are seeing an increase in striped marlin that should continue to increase for the next few days. The beautiful thing about the whole thing here is, I just had a dog jump up on my leg here. The beautiful thing about all that is the transition is happening, but we have no lack of species out there. So if you're looking for things like Dorado, sailfish, marlin, tuna, your days are going to be limited. Normally we make it till about the second week of January. We really hope for the first, about around the first of the year, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen this year. The fishing just fell. So we're moving into a transition period, and if you want to catch anything like a marlin, you better get out there pretty quick. One of the things that we noticed is that there are more marlin, I should say, out there at the bank. But right in between the bank, just right about 12.5 miles from the bank in Corbetena, we have a very big channel, deep channel out there. And we were seeing a lot of marlin action out that way, but most people don't go out there. There's a lot of reasons for that I won't go into right now here. But just make sure you're on a boat, use some fuel. If you're using fuel and you're moving around, you'll catch fish, so that's not a problem. Moving a little bit closer, you know, like I said, back behind El Morro, El Morro, the Marietta Islands, up to Punta de Mina, the sailfish, maybe some Dorado. We're seeing some amberjack. You got Cubera snapper. If you're jigging out there, and roosterfish could show up any minute. We don't really know. One of the things that we have out there is a lot of bait. I call it macaroni bait because they're small. They're about the size of a macaroni, and they're clear. They're see-through. You can see all their internal organs, and everything is eating these things like crazy. Basically, it's whale food. So it's that time of year. We have whales down here, so there's a lot of whale food out there. So your challenges are there, but people are still catching fish. There's Jack Crevalls out there, there's bonita, there's a lot of fish like that. But if you're going to be shooting for Jack Crevalls and bonita, you might as well be in the bay. Which brings us to the clear green water again. We still have some clear green water, but it's been filtering out and it's mixing out a little bit. But the water temperatures in the bay are still cold. People leaving in the morning, they've been chasing Sierra mackerels, which are a smaller fish, about 10 pounds is a good size. Very good tasting and very abundant. You can get you a whole bunch of those. So if you have smaller kids or somebody's never caught a fish before, that's a good opportunity, but they taste great. Don't pass them up. Once you get past the morning hours like that, if you're down around Los Arcos, which is at the far end of the bay, it's going to take about an hour to get down there by boat. We've got Dorado. There may be some rooster fish in the sandy beaches, a lot of Jack Crevalls. We're starting to see more snapper. There could be yellowfin tuna over there at Yellapa, but remember you have to chum if you want to see those. And we've had a couple of sailfish in the bay. It's kind of freaky, but that's what's happening. And we're still seeing some Dorado in the bay. It's not impossible to get Dorado. It's just that you shouldn't keep your expectations high. Not like they were 2 weeks ago when you go out there for a 4-hour trip, get 5, 6-hour trip, you might get 8. You never know. So We're kind of in a little bit of a transition period. The fishing is still fine, but we'll be seeing fewer 8 and 10 hour trips in the coming weeks, which is pretty much normal. Bait situation, again, you know, we got regular goggle eyes, not too many flying fish out there, some sardines, a lot of small bait, and of course we have the skipjack tuna, we have the baby bonita, bigger bait for larger fish are doing just fine. So in the coming weeks, I don't really know what's going to happen. They should pretty much continue, but we're definitely transitioning into a winter season. If you're in the Bay again, since we're talking about the Bay, Jack Crevalls are all over the place up by Nuevo Vallarta, and we're starting to see cooler water, so we could start seeing some snapper around the Mecca River and in a couple of secret spots out there inside the Bay. So again, it's the holiday season. Things are kind of slow here right now, so we've been booking a lot of boats, but we're still wide open. We don't have any real issues with any kind of COVID issues right now, and the new variant seems to be pretty much not happening. It seems like a lot of people are panicking over that, but right now we're doing fine down here. You can test everywhere. There's no special requirements about anything, so no reason not to come down. So come on down, have fun. And on top of that, for all my people coming in, we've got some new sport fishing yachts. I got a 70-foot azimuth, which is not cheap, but boy, is it a good dice fishing boat. And we've got a regular series. And of course, if you need any information, feel free to call. You can do tours, do one-stop shopping online if you want, or give me a call. Benjamin will handle your tours. I couldn't tell you anything about a tour. And but with the transfers, the tours, the fishing, we're still doing the shirts, and of course we'll answer questions, and we'll be expanding in some online type stuff. I just want to say thanks for your support. A lot of people are really watching these videos, and it's surprising how many people are watching these videos. And we'll just keep doing them. We're the only real source of accurate, up-to-date information here. And with a cell phone and a laptop, you can pretty much own the world these days. So, you know, we're having fun. So with that, I'll say happy holidays if you don't see me. And once again, don't forget to kiss your fish. And of course, at masturbators, remember we won't jerk you around. Adios, hasta luego, be safe, hasta luego. Otra vez. Bye-bye.